Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Vegas Golden Knights franchise mode in NHL 21. So, actually, to start off this episode, I'm actually going to go over the previous offseason. I was planning to do a video covering the offseason, but just had some technical issues with the recording, so unfortunately, didn't get that in the video. But honestly, there wasn't a whole lot that we did. We have the nearly identical team as we had in the previous season. Same goaltending. I'm just going to go quickly over a few of our offseason signings and the draft. So instead of having one full episode covering a pretty uneventful offseason, I figured it'd be just best to get about 5 minutes of it into the start of this episode and then start off the new season. In the past episode, we barely missed the playoffs with the Pittsburgh Penguins eventually winning the Stanley Cup. So as for the draft, we drafted Xavier Sasaki as our first pick, 10th overall in the first round. He's a medium top 6, 71 overall at 18 years old. He's a sniper. So as guys can see, already a fantastic shot at 18 there, 85, 84. So pretty happy with that pick. We also drafted Austin Sierra, a left winger, a low top 6, 63 overall at 18. He was our third round pick out of the Ice Tigers. And as for our second round pick, was actually a goaltender. Byron Payer, pretty low overall at 59, but medium elite potential at 18. So, worst case, it could be a trade piece. So, those were our main picks, the first three picks. As for the offseason for our main team, we re-signed a few players. So, we re-signed Jake Bean there, 4 years at $3 million, 84 overall at 24, medium top 60. Re-signed Cody Glass there, 84 overall at 23, medium top 6. So we signed him at a 2-year, $1.8 million deal. A lot of these were kind of bridge deals. There were few years, low cap hit. Sam Steele there, he's 84 at 24. So we re-signed him, $5 million over 3 years. And as well, let's see what else we signed. We brought back Ilya Kovalchuk to be on the fourth line. Of course, has a fantastic shot. Still 85 speed, 88 offensive awareness. He still can be very good for us. 2.5 for 1 year. Jacob Larson there. He's on a 2-year deal, 2.8. And Troy Terry, he's on a 1-year deal, 1.4. So we have Victor Rask as well, who we signed to be on the fourth line. He is a playmaker. As guys can see, some pretty decent stats overall. And Nick Hag is going to be starting in the NHL. He's up to a 79 overall at 23, medium top 4 defenseman. And that's pretty much the main. And those are the moves we made in the offseason. We signed Jimmy Vesey on a 2-way deal. He's 80 overall, so he's going to be fantastic for the AHL. Now, as for goaltending, we still have Robin Leonard, Oscar Dons, the same goaltending duo we had last year. We're going to have Dylan Ferguson and Hugo Alnefelt. Probably Alnefelt will be the starter in the AHL for this year as well. And then we have Wallstead there in the minors. So we have not signed him yet, but already 74 at 19, medium starter potential. So he's 2 years younger than Alnefelt and the same rating. So I'm hoping he can be a goaltender in the future. We were able to sign him for free out of free agency 2 years ago, or not this past free agency, but the other one before. Really happy for that. Now, as for the AHL, we have a -2 on the third line, but I wanted to play some guys up top in the top 6. So this guy here, Lucas Elvenis, 23 years old, 78 overall, medium top 9 potential. Paul Cotter, 71 overall, 22 years old. It gives a +1 if I have the lines like this. And I'm going to play Todd Eaton on the first line. He's only 19, already 74 overall, medium top 6 potential. I'm hoping he can grow. So as for defense, we had the young guys up top. So Samuel Jolin, I'm not sure I pronounced that, but he's a 73 overall, high top 6 potential at 21. Keaton Korzai there, 75 overall at 21, medium top 4 potential. Braden Pachal, he's only 7D potential, but 23, 75 overall. Then Lucas Cormier there, 20 years old, 70 overall, medium top 6. And in goal, Hugo Alnefelt. So as for the NHL team, we're going to have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with Carlson and Marchessault on the top line. Pastretti, Steele, and Stone giving a +5 on the second line, making Stone a 93 overall. We have Krebs, Glass, and Tuck on the third line. Kovalchuk, Rask, and Troy Terry on the fourth. Defense is looking very solid. We have Jake Bean and Pietrangelo. They have a +3, so Pietrangelo is playing like a 94. Vatanen and Theodore, they have a +3, so Theodore playing like an 87, Vatanen like an 86. And then Nick Hag and Jacob Larson's bottom pairing, with Robin Leonard and Oscar Dawes backing him up. So as for the power play, this is basically the default power play it gives me, and I like it the way it is with Stone, Nugent Hopkins, and Glass, with Pietrangelo and Pacioretty at the point, Tuck, Carlson, Krebs, with Kovalchuk and Bean on the point. So we have one defenseman per unit, and everyone gets a +1, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, here we go, guys. The start of the 2022 season. We're going to be playing against the Arizona Coyotes at home in Vegas. Gold everywhere in the crowd. Everybody's got their golden jerseys. Everybody's got either the gold jersey or the reverse retro red. And Alex Pietrangelo starts this off with a big goal to start off the year. After 1, it is 1-1 because Barry Kaplan gets 1. After 2, it is 2-2. Pacioretty and Dvorak get the goal. Going to simulate the third period. We're nearing 30 shots here at the T-Mobile Arena, and Sammy Vanden at the back end gets us a big goal there to put us in the lead. Couple of goals from defensemen in this game. I like it. Hopefully we can hold it down. Both teams shooting a lot. Over 60 shots combined. We have a power play. We can't get an insurance marker, but that's all we need. A 3-2 win for the Vegas Golden Knights at home to start off the year. I like that start. Hopefully, we have a big year. Mark Stone, 3 assists in his first game. I would like to mention that we did release Riley Smith. Unfortunately, he is no longer a part of our team. We are looking in a different direction. We had a lot of depth at forward, and I think that unfortunately we just wasn't going to work out. Same as Braden McNabb at defense, so we let 2 players go. As for assistant captaincy, Max Pacioretty does have another assistant captain there for now. So we have Pacioretty, Stone, and Pietrangelo. So 3 veterans are part of the leadership group in this team. So of course, Mark Stone, the captain, starting us off in a big way with 3 points in his first game. Just gonna simulate throughout the first month, see how the team is doing. Hopefully, we have a big year. 7-2 win against the Jets. We win 4 in a row. We lose against the Red Wings, but I really like that start. 3 wins in a row there. Oh, JT Miller. Okay, that is an interesting trade. I want to see what his value is looking like. 87 overall at 29. I mean, unfortunately, as much as JT Miller would be awesome on our team, we really don't have a lot of place to put him. The team is doing well so far, so I don't want to make a move right now. As I say that, we lose 3 in a row. All right, so we're 8-5 so far. Like I said, I'm going to simulate maybe a month at a time. Just go slowly and see how the team is performing. And so we get offered a 2nd and a 4th for Shea Theodore. What is Edmonton thinking there? Chris Tanev for Nugent Hopkins. I'm going to say no to that. A couple of wins back-to-back against the Canucks and Ducks. Big win against the Kings. Chris Kreider for Nugent Hopkins. I'm going to say no to that as well. So 13-8, the team is having a fantastic start compared to last year where we started off horrible. 10-1 win against the Edmonton Oilers. Now that is what I like to see. The team is playing really well. We're over 500 by quite a few games. We're 15-10-2 so far. Things are looking good. Pacioretty, 10 goals, 24 points. We're sitting 3rd in the division. The Coyotes are actually 1st in the division, who we beat in our first game. So looking at the rest of the teams, and it looks like the Maple Leafs are 1st there, Hurricanes, Coyotes, and Jets. All right, just going to keep simulating here. Let's simulate through December. A big 6-0 win against the St. Louis Blues. I like to see that. And then a 3-2 win, 7-4 against the Blackhawks. This team is scoring a lot of goals. We do give up 7 against the Blackhawks. We bounce back with 6 of our own against the Colorado Avalanche. So we're 23-13-4. I'm going to take a look quickly at our standings. We're 1st in the Pacific with 50 points. Alex Pietrangelo doing very well. Our assistant captain, of course, with 39 points. Our captain, Stone, with 36. And the other assistant captain, Pacioretty, with 35. That is what you call a leadership group. Showing the example to the other guys. I love to see that. Nugent Hopkins with 26 there. Sam Steele with 24. Tuck with 23. Glass, 21. Even Kovalchuk, 19 points on the 4th line. Payne Krebs, 18 in 40. We'd like to see a bit more production from the young guys. Nick Hag there. It's 0 ± 6 points in 40 games as a rookie defenseman. Not bad at all. And in goal, Robin Leonard, 920 save percentage and a 228 goals against. He is doing very, very well so far. So as for the forwards, I mean, like I mentioned earlier with the JT Miller trade, we really have nowhere to put a guy like JT Miller as much as he would be good on our team. I mean, our lowest forward is an 84 Peyton Krebs with the chemistry in the top 9. So realistically, that I would like him to grow as well as Cody Glass. And I can't really move them on the second line because that would break the +5. And the top line is just too good to break up. So I think the team as it is right now, I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to see up to the trade deadline. If they can keep performing like this, I may not even have to make a move. So I'm actually going to simulate up to just a couple of weeks before the trade deadline and go from there. So a couple of 6-1 and 6-3 losses, unfortunately, there. But we do bounce back with a win. Couple of wins in a row there. A win against the Canadians. Anze Kopitar is still making $10 million. I'm just curious to see what his rating is. What is his overall? 87, so he's still producing quite nicely there. Almost a point per game at 35 years old. So not sure if he's worth $10 million, but definitely a very, very solid player for the LA Kings. We're going to continue simulating 5-0 shutout against the New Jersey Devils. And the Capitals have actually fired their head coach. So, and the Red Wings as well. Wow, coaches are losing their job left and right. My goodness. So we win a couple more games there. Matt Dumba for Alex Tuck. I'm going to say no to that. 7-3 win against the Ducks. Oh, Kravtsov for Glass. That is interesting because I would like to compare both of them. Cody Glass is currently on our third line. Is he doing amazing? Well, 32 points in 55 games. That's actually pretty good for a 23-year-old there. Vitaly Kravtsov, he's 82 at 23. So we're basically downgrading Cody Glass and getting a third. Cody Glass still has 1 more year on his contract. 1 overall higher. I'm going to hold on to Cody Glass. The trade doesn't really make much sense for our organization. We have 33 wins. Brent Burns for Sam Steele. Get out of here, San Jose. Don't want that cap hit. And then Shanker for our captain, Mark Stone. No, thank you. 9-1 loss against the Hurricanes. All right, let's just forget about that one and move on. 9-1 win against the Flames. There you go. That is pretty crazy. So we have a 9-1 loss and a 9-1 win in the span of a week. It's going to simulate up to the... okay. So we're actually just before the trade deadline with 37, 20, and 4. We're 7-3 in our last 10. We're first place in the Pacific with 78 points. The Stars there have 82. Wow, the Atlantic is super strong. 3 teams with 85 or more points there. The Lightning, the Sens, and the Leafs. The Hurricanes there with 70. So we're doing very well. Hopefully we can keep that up. Pacioretty, he is having a fantastic year. Over a point per game. Over a goal per 2 games. On average, 35 goals and 61. Stone with 65. Pietrangelo with 61 points. Point per game and plus 18. I mean, I tell you guys, this leadership group is fantastic. Pacioretty's 34. Stone is 30. Pietrangelo is 33. Nugent Hopkins, 21 goals, 45 points. Sanseal with 43. Tuck with 37. Glass with 36. Krebs with 33. Wow, I'm really, really liking the way this team is playing so far. Marchessault not as strong as the other guys at the top, as well as Nick Hagler with 7 points. So let's take a look at how Robin Leonard is doing. Oh yeah, he's doing very, very good so far. 35, 17, and 3 with 4 shutouts. Yeah, I'm really liking the way this team is playing, and it's a much more convincing and promising team that we had in past years. Now, Marchessault, he only has 27 points in the first line. Tuck has 37 on the third. I mean, I don't really want to make a move because it would mess up the chemistry. So maybe just keep Marchessault there for now. I could always move him. Yeah, I'm just going to have to keep it like that. Maybe we can look at moving Marchessault next year if he doesn't start performing more. Maybe we can make a move at a trade deadline, but at the same time, don't really want to ruin the chemistry they had. So Nugent Hopkins, he's doing phenomenal. He has 45 points in 61 games. William Karlsson has 36 points. Marchessault only has 27, but I mean, if they're playing good together, maybe I should just keep it like that. He's not performing amazing, but he's helping the other guys for sure. Defense definitely looking solid, and yeah, I don't think we need to make a move apart from that. Hugo Alnefeld, a 913 and a 231. That's very good for him. Just going to enter a trade deadline, see what's available just for fun, see what teams would be giving up. So Torrey Krug is on a trade block as well as Brent Burns. So some big contracts there. Tuukka Rask, Sean Monahan, JT Miller, Chris Letang there. He's making 8.6. He's still an 87 overall there. Shattenkirk, Ricard Raquel. A lot of big names available at the trade deadline. So I was looking just for fun with some of our prospects and goaltending prospects we have. If we could get maybe some even better prospects, kind of do a flip. But it's all for veteran guys, like guys that would want a cup to win now. So nothing really that would make sense for a team. So I'm actually just going to exit the trade deadline. Some years it's like that. I mean, the team works well with the chemistry. And there's really nothing more that I want to change specifically. It's just one of those years. So Nathan Beaulieu, I'm just curious to see what's up with his contract. So 79 overall at 30 on a one-way deal, making 1.6 for 3 years. I'm definitely going to say no to that. We could get some two-way deals for guys, same overall. So let's take a look now at the trades that went down with the computer. So Shattenkirk and Bjugstad go to the Flyers from the Ducks. Alexander Wenberg goes to the Caps. He was with the Devils. Zach Hyman, he was on Vancouver. Now he goes to the Islanders. Looks like Monahan actually goes to the Panthers. So that's a pretty big deal for a first and a prospect. It's going down the list. See if there's any other like really big names that got moved. Jonathan Drouin, wow, he goes to the Nashville Predators for a first round pick. So straight up, Drouin and 2 picks for a first. Wow. All right. So Ryan Murray, he goes from the Wild to the Kings. Matt Dumba, he goes to Boston. And those are the most notable trades of the day. So what I'm going to do is just simulate the rest of the regular season. And I'm really confident we can make the playoffs, even potentially even win the division. So I'm going to simulate up to the last couple of games and go from there. All right, so a couple of shootout games, 3 shootout games in a row. We win 2 of them. Then we have a couple of 6-3 wins in the span of about 5 days. 1-0 win, so we are doing pretty well so far. 3 wins in a row right there against the Western opponents. And then we win 5 games in a row, 2 against the Canucks and then Preds, Ducks, and Flames. We're sitting at 48, 26, and 5. Hopefully we can make it to 50 wins. Can we win against the Flames? No, we lose in a shootout. Looks like we are first place in the division. We have 102. The Coyotes are right behind us with 100. So this could potentially be a division winning game, the last game of the year against Arizona. The Senators have 117 points, and they're first in the NHL in 2023. Wow. So, I mean, that just goes to show they have some really good young prospects. Gonna take a look quickly at Ottawa's teams. I'm curious who they have in their team and what overalls they are. So Tim Stützle's 90 overall. He's having a phenomenal year. 37 goals, 86 points, over a point per game at 21. He's playing with Tkachuk and Danilov. They have Hurdle, White, and Logan Brown down the middle. That is a very, very good center depth. The worst center is 84 overall. They have some good wingers as well. Chabot, 91 overall at 26. He has 66 points with plus 40. Wow. Brandstrom, Dougie Hamilton, Eric Gustafson. I mean, that defensive core is scary good. They still have Matt Murray and Philip Gustafson. Wow. Yep, Ottawa's definitely the best team in the NHL, and they're showing it. So we have 2 more games to go. I'm going to slow sim the games against the Kings and the Coyotes. Here we go, playing against the Kings. Last game at home the regular season. After 1, it is 3-0. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with 2, and William Karlsson. We have 2 power play goals. The boys are on fire. Nugent-Hopkins apparently scores from right near the crease. And the second period, 4-0. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a hat trick. First line left winger, how you doing? Let's simulate the end of the third period, and we get a big shutout win. Let's see if it was Leonard in net. It was Leonard. 21 saves. Nugent-Hopkins with the hat trick. That is a very, very big win for us. Let's see if the Coyotes won their game. So it looks like they have 102, so they could potentially tie us, but we have more wins. So I'm just to be safe, let's just win this game, guys. Let's just get out of this season with a win. We're both 7-2-1. We almost have identical records. We have 2 more wins. They have 2 more overtime losses, and we are 7-2-1 in the last 10 games. So Vegas and Arizona are very, very similar teams. Let's slow sim this game. Let's finish the year on a high note. After 1, it is 0-0. Let's see if we can get goals in the second. 2-2. Yeah, very similar teams. Sean Corrali, Jacob Chikrin, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Jonathan Marchessault. So let's simulate. Slow sim the third period. We are outshooting them there. And OEL gets a goal on Oscar Dance. He's playing the second of the back-to-backs. Maybe I should have started Leonard in this game and Dance in a previous one. But hopefully the boys can answer. And there it is, William Karlsson. As soon as I said that. And Victor Rask on the fourth line gets a big goal for the Vegas Golden Knights, who are Pacific Division champions in 2023. There you go. From missing the playoffs to 50 wins and division champions. That is incredible. What a year for the Vegas Golden Knights. Pacioretty over a point per game. That is amazing. Let's take a look at the rest of the team. And Mark Stone misses 30 goals by 1. But both Pacioretty and Stone over a point per game. Alex Pietrangelo, 74 points and a plus 15 as a defenseman. Nugent-Hopkins with 27. Sanchez with 53. Karlsson 51. Tuck, Krebs, and Glass, all of them doing very well. Glass almost gets 20 goals. Marchessault there with 36. Kovalchuk, he had 31 points on the fourth line as a 39-year-old. Good to see that. Jake Bean, 29 points and a plus 11. You love to see that. Shea Theodore, 27 points. Victor Raster, 19. Troy Terry, Jacob Larson, Nick Hag. He had 9 points and he was a plus 1 as a rookie. Take a look now at goaltending. 45, 22, and 5. 6 shutouts. 9-11 save percentage and a 254 goals against. Robin Lehner had a very, very good year. Let's compare him with the rest of the goaltenders. And Robin Lehner leads the league in wins. And he looks like he's second in shutouts. A very good save percentage. Very good goals against average. So Robin Lehner, he's going to be in the running for the Vezina Trophy. As for scoring throughout the league, Tyler Seguin, he always seems to sim well. 53 goals, 114 points. The only player with over 100 points. Crosby at 35, 43 goals, 93 points. McKinnon there with a big year. Scheifele, Clayton Keller with 90. Tim Stützle there, 38 points, 89. Stützle, 38 goals, 89 points. Ovi with 45 goals at 37. He has 842 goals for Ovechkin. Getting close to that record, of course. And I'm pretty sure that Seguin won the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy. Did Eichel with 51 there right behind him. And Seguin still has a game to play. Wow. And then taking a look now at defensemen. And John Klingberg, he only had 2 more points than Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo was a plus 15. He was a plus 11. Pietrangelo is going to be definitely in the Norris conversation. So we have two guys who could potentially win some hardware. Mancari for the Blackhawks with 57 points as a rookie. Wong with 43. And Mancari did have more goals as well. As for rookie goaltending, it was best goaltender would have been either Väkilainen, Jones, or Vilatla there for the Kings. So those are the rookie goaltenders of the league. And as for NHL standings, we finished 4th in the NHL. We're 2nd in the Western Conference. It looks like the Ottawa Senators have won the President's Trophy. So the next episode will be the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's just end it off by seeing who we will face in round number 1. And it is going to be the Winnipeg Jets. All right. And I'm just going to quickly look at Tyler Seguin's point totals because he did have one more game to play. Just curious to see what he finished with. Seguin finishes with 54 goals and 116 points. Pretty good year for him. All right, so we're facing off against the Winnipeg Jets. That will be, of course, in the next episode. Hopefully, we can bring Vegas their first Stanley Cup. If you guys enjoyed, do leave a like. Would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new as well. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out any episodes. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.